Hi there, Dr. Vicky here with the Shift Happens channel. Today is Manifesting Monday. We're just going to have a rampage of what I've seen and what I have experienced, and to share some of the ideas and the methods that I have used to help me manifest all that I desire. If you enjoy learning how to manifest with ease, joy, love, fun, and really, I am real because I've been through it. There are times it's not easy. I will admit there's a rocky road in there, right? And oftentimes it's because we have been programmed, and everything I teach is kind of counterintuitive to what we were raised with. I know for myself, this is my experience, and I want to share it with you. But before we do, go ahead and like, share, and comment. That's how we build our community. I want to help as many people as I can. And because it can be a bit of a treacherous road. And I don't want to say that in a way of, oh gosh, everybody else is saying it's so easy. It can be. But there were some hurdles I had to get through. And I also help with my clients getting through some of those hurdles as well. And it always really, really goes down to your core beliefs. What do you believe is true about this situation? Bashar always asks us to think, okay, and ask ourselves, what is true about this situation that makes me feel this way? And when you continue to ask that question, it really gets down to that core belief. Your belief really impacts how you see the world. Perception is reality, right? And so, how you feel about yourself and your belief system, whether that's, limiting beliefs or really empowering beliefs, it doesn't matter. Those are the things that really impact how you see the world and how you react and or respond with the 3D circumstances. And that is essentially who comes to me, right? We're all after love, money, and health, right? But the thing is that when you come to me, it's oftentimes there's so many blockages. And we can talk about the third person or the blockage, and it really can be your limiting beliefs. What do you believe is true about love? What do you believe is true about money? Is it attainable for everyone? Or are you something special where, I didn't grow up with money, I didn't grow up with love, so therefore I am unlovable, or I am unworthy of attaining all the money that I desire? These are the things we get to. And those are the things that really do hold us back. Now we get awfully scared about digging deep into that core belief. And then some of you even know what your core belief is, your limiting belief, your belief that just really holds you back from being your true self. And when it comes down to it, that is essentially who we are. We want to have those beliefs that are aligned with that loving person that you truly are, because we all are all that, because we're all, God is working through us as us, right? God wants us to experience all of those things. And that's the thing, is that our desires are there for a reason. It's for us to enjoy the our experience here on earth. But the thing is that oftentimes we have those limiting beliefs where it's like, oh, you sure you're good enough to have that? You don't have enough money to get that person. You don't have the perfect societal, status, so to speak, or maybe it could be anything, right? All of those core beliefs are there to help you along the journey. And ultimately, yes, we want to experience manifesting. We want to experience life in the most enjoyable way. But the thing is that ultimately we're here to manifest, but what we're truly manifesting is that loving self, that aligned version of yourself that is aligned with source. And that sounds like, when I first heard that, I was like, wah, wah. I'm like, yeah, but I want the money in the bank. I want the person. I want the perfect job. I want the everything, right? And you can absolutely have that. And I know for a while I was like, and then I get lost in my methods and I start thinking, I need to get this. I need to get this. And I'm like, what do you need? You don't need anything, right? And the more you let go of that need and that I got to have this happen for me to feel good about myself. I need to have this happen to truly believe in this system. Listen, I questioned it all over the place. And I can still find myself doing that. That is part of the journey. It is part of the process. And those, when I started really accepting myself for the person that I am, I started looking at those 3D circumstances that didn't always feel so good. And I truly said, you know what? I believed it too. And it manifested. I believed, hey, that's part of the journey. That's part of the bridge. It is helping me to get to the place that I want to be. And really the place I want to be is my full, authentic, loving self. When you are truly accepting yourself for who you are and what you have to offer, all of a sudden it comes from it's out there to it's all here. It's all one. And that is where we struggle because we think it's outside of ourselves. And when you start aligning yourself with source, that thing that we want starts to become one with us. And that is another method I also use is I just started seeing and feeling myself one with my desire. And so I would take minutes. It doesn't even take that long. And it doesn't mean you have to repeat it a million times. I'm real careful on that because a lot of times we think, oh my gosh, we got to do it X amount of times for this amount of time and the perfect scene. No, I just aligned with the feeling of having it. And what does that mean? It means being one with that desire, being one with that person, place, or thing, that whatever you desire, the money, the person, the health. And when you are one with that desire, you're one with source. And then everything just comes to you with ease. And then I just start having those inner conversations, which is to me the way I affirm. I just keep saying things like, you know what? This is all working out perfectly for me. This is all part of the bridge. This is all part of the journey. Even the challenging moments are there to teach me and help me to love myself and go back to self, because that is ultimately what we're after, is that self-love, that peace where you're aligned with your desire, you're aligned with source. And when you're aligned with your desire, the thing that you want, the thing that you think you need, and then all of a sudden you become one, it that is when you don't care whether you have it or not, because you feel so calm and confident and relaxed, and you just know that everything is working out for you. Everything is coming to you without trying, without controlling, without maneuvering or manipulating. It is all just right there for you. And that's the inner conversation I had with myself on a constant basis. It wasn't like frantic. It was just, everything's working out for me. I know that this is part of the journey. I know that good things are coming to me. I am that good thing. And I just kept self-soothing myself. Did I fall off that every now and then? You bet I did. And I still do. I still find my way of, oh, this is terrible because look. And that is exactly when I started, I know that I'm not aligned. I'm not aligned with myself and source and my desire. So I just think, okay, stop looking for proof out here and go within. And that proof within is that calm, confident knowing, that faith, that trust in yourself. That is what I was manifesting. And when I was aligned with that, I got things that you can't even imagine. And the thing is that it came to me without even trying. And then when it came to me, it wasn't like, woo, it was so natural because I was in that state of, I'm okay either way. I am good with it. This feels good. I feel good right now. And I would just sit there sometimes having coffee thinking, you know what? I'm really happy. I am good. Everything is working out. And those are the moments. And I would, I didn't force anything. There's times when I may have forced like some affirmations or some words of gratitude, but it did shift me into a higher level of emotional state. And so therefore I was more aligned. Yeah. With what I wanted. Let's just do this. Okay. Um, I know this set well. It's just a manifesting Monday where we're just going on a rampage about manifesting. I manifested that little backdrop to fall down just a little bit. All right. I know this set well. Go ahead and like, share, and comment. And Respond with prayer hands to let me know that this is working out perfectly for you. Keep saying that to yourself because it really is. All right. Till the next video. All right. Take care.